going on, guys? This is Raymond Ironbody McKinney, and today I want to talk about signs or indicators of when it comes to certain manifestations. Let's say, for example, you're attempting to manifest. I don't like to say trying to manifest because when you try it, you force it. But let's say you're attempting to manifest something. Attempting to manifest, say, a dream job or whatever, a job that you deeply resonate with. Maybe like your own kind of job. I'm not talking about a typical job like sign up for Wendy's or McDonald's or anything like that, but something that actually you can do service for other people and at the same time that you love. Let's say you do that. You're attempting to manifest as if you are that person. If you see subtle signs or indicators, say maybe people talking about, man, one day you're gonna be a great service person, whatever. If you hear little indicators like that, let those be subtle signs or indicators that you're in the right direction, that you're doing it right, that you're on the right path towards your end goal. And while indicators and signs are great, don't get addicted to just looking for signs and indicators. And what I mean by that is, don't become so codependent on these signs or indicators, because when you do that, you're just stressing yourself out even more and you're only elongating the end goal of the manifestation. Just think about it, guys. There's no one more special than you that has this manifesting power. We're all manifesting, whether it's like, we're always manifesting every moment of our lives. Even when you're watching this video, in your world, you manifested this video. As a collective, everything's perfectly orchestrated. But when it comes down to single focusing on the thing you're attempting to manifest, that's when you're going to see more obvious, like it's going to be more obvious, rather than like this unconscious way of manifesting. And as for signs and indicators, say if you get too codependent on them, that's you're really just making this harder than it really is. And guess what? What the good news is, you don't need signs or indicators. You don't need any signs or indicators at all in order to get your manifestation. Now they may show up. Don't get me wrong. They can show up, and use those as incentives, like to get you motivated. Like, okay, I'm doing something right. But realize you're just giving meaning to those signs. What you focus on is going to show up in your external reality. And that includes subtle signs like that. So, I just want to make this video where it's just to kind of help people get relieved. Like, if they feel like they're not seeing any signs or indicators, don't beat yourself up. If you feel like, say, your inner mental conversation with yourself, or whatever, just kind of a mantra that you repeat in your mind, in a way that's not obsessive and not stressing yourself out, just to really train your focus with a simple mantra. That's what I like to do. Or any way that you feel that resonates with you when you're trying, or when you're attempting to work towards an end goal, as if you've already got it. So don't stress yourself out if you don't see any signs. In fact, if you see stuff that seems opposite of what you're attempting to manifest, especially when it's big, maybe it's a big manifestation, well, it's kind of like the thing where it's like things tend to seem to get worse before they get better. That's what it really means. You're just changing subconscious beliefs. You know what the cool part is about manifesting? You don't have to force yourself to believe. You just have to know that it's possible to show up in your reality. Because everything exists right now, guys. Time doesn't exist. Time is illusion. Everything exists in the subconscious mind. We're just pretty much fusing our conscious mind with our subconscious mind. And when we do that so often, it becomes our dominant assumption. And then it's part of our reality. And it's a really beautiful concept. I really wish stuff like this would be just kind of using our imaginative faculties. I wish it was more mainstream in school or something like that. And I'm not bashing on school or anything. School is great to kind of put you on a disciplinary path, but I feel like we need more to strengthen our intuition and all these inner perceptual senses. Don't when you hear someone say they're highly psychic or whatever, again, that's just there's no superstition behind the psychics. Get rid of that superstition, because we're all psychic. It's just it's practicing to develop your intuition. That's basically what psychic is. Developing your intuition. Because I was learning from a person the other night. He's talking about that our intuition actually is louder when we're not in tune with it. That inner voice saying, hey, you need to pay attention to me. But when it's not as loud, you're actually more in tune with your intuition. And it becomes easier to read people's energy without very subtle energy. We're all energetic beings. No one's better or worse than you. We just have different focal points when it comes to certain things in life. We're all on a unique journey. And we learn from each other. We learn from our strengths and weaknesses, how we can better ourselves. So, this video sums it up. To sum it up, just don't feel like you have to see evidence that your manifestation is going to show up. This is faith-based living, guys. And I'm not saying to put your life on hold or anything like that, or to put yourself in an uncertain situation. You can also live your certain life in conjunction with manifesting by living faithfully as if you've already got it. And faithfully just means to persist in your faith, in the invisible, with the invisible power. And faith doesn't mean hoping. Faith is to persist as if you've already got something when there's no evidence. It takes commitment to trust in the invisible power. And it's operating at all times. So, I hope this video helps. I bless you all, and happy manifesting.